How's it going, guys? So in this video I'm going to talk about Gardevoir. I know Gardevoir is getting rotated out. It sucks, but it is a deck that I played. It is a deck that I know, and some of you probably still want to play it. It still has potential and expanded it's still viable. So just for those of you at home that want to know how to play Gardevoir, that's why I'm making this video today, just to give you a breakdown, combos, the tricks, and how to run the deck to its full potential. Before I get into the deck itself, I do want to talk about a couple things. For my SoCal viewers, we are announcing, so it's not we, but I'm announcing for them. Always Gaming is going to have a League Cup on the 30th of this month. So July 30th, we're having a League Cup at Always Gaming. The points that you get for that League Cup will count for your 2018 tournament, or your 2018 invite. Sorry guys, it's like way too hot in California, and me plus heat equals shenanigans. Like I can't function right now. So if I stumble a lot, I'm sorry. It's really hot. If someone wants to send me some water, I'll give you my address so you can send me some water. Not just kidding. But yeah, anyways, July 30th, we're having a League Cup. Those points will count towards your 2018 entry or your 2018 invite. So for those of you that are trying to get a lead start on points, or trying to get some good points in before the season starts, now you know. This is for SoCal Always Gaming. I'll link something in the description with an address or something, or if you're trying to look for it, just look for Always Gaming Chatsworth. That's pretty much it. Another thing I want to address, which I found out today, is a very important ruling that I guess not a lot of people knew about, so just give you some public knowledge about it. Moving forward, they're coming down to be more strict on something that a lot of players do from time to time, and that's IDing. I'm not a big fan of IDing. I don't like doing it unless if it's teammates, but even when it's teammates, sometimes we still play it out just because. But I don't like IDing. I think IDing is a really bad sportsmanship thing to do, because it defeats the purpose of the game. But with that said, Pokemon's coming down harder on people for IDing. Just recently at Nationals, they cracked down on people that were IDing. Just so you guys have an idea, 5 people were caught IDing, or quote unquote, hey, I'm gonna give you this, give me the win, IDing, or bribing. If you're caught or if you're seen doing that, you are disqualified and you will get written up for it. Pokemon is very strict when it comes to writing people up or getting them banned. Once you're banned for Pokemon, you're out for a good minute. It's not like Yu-Gi-Oh where you're out for like a couple years. Pokemon's a little more stricter and a little more like, no, you're bad, we don't want you. So just a heads up for people out there that were doing some shady things. Never mind, I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not supposed to talk about it. But yeah, I've been sworn to secrecy. But if you guys want to know, I'll tell you in person, but I'm not gonna put it out publicly, even though I'm talking about it right now on the channel. So it's technically putting it out publicly, but I haven't said anything exactly. But if you want to know, ask me in person. I'll let you know the juicy information that I found out. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So there is an article, or it is in the rulings about IDing. That will also be in the description. I'll link that to you guys so you guys can look at it and read it. It's like section 16.3 or 0.2, something like that. But it's in there. Just a little heads up. There is a way to go around it. There's kind of like a loophole, as you can say. One of my favorite things in the world. You can still ID, but you can't ask your opponent to ID. You can't say, hey, do you want to ID? You can't do that. If a judge sees you, or if someone calls you out on it, you're disqualified. You're disqualified, your opponent, they get the win. But there is a way around it. If you're playing your opponent, let's say you're into round 9, you know, if you get a tie, you're gonna get into top cut. If you say, hey, I want to ID, not say I'm going to ID. I want to ID. If your opponent agrees with you, then it's okay. But if you ask them to ID, you get disqualified. You get the game loss and you get disqualified. So just a heads up for those of you that are becoming competitive, or my competitive players out there, just so you have an idea of what's going on. But yeah, anyways, that's enough of me talking about shenanigans and stuff and rules. But yeah, let's get into this deck, because I really want to teach you guys how to play Gardevoir for those of you that are still trying to learn the deck. Alrighty then, so I'm gonna get into this deck. First I want to talk about my mat. I know, what is this? I know, I'm not happy that I'm putting this mat out there, but it is one of my favorite mats. Back in the day, I wasn't a great Yu-Gi-Oh player, but I was still a Yu-Gi-Oh player. I was more of a vendor than anything. I've always been a vendor, except this last year I decided to stop vending because it's too much work. But who knows, I might start vending again, just for those of you that need cards. Maybe I'll have them, maybe I won't. But yeah, anyways, back in the day I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! This was one of my favorite... I was about to say Pokemon. This is one of my favorite monsters in the game. Dark-Owned Dragon back in the day was so amazing. It literally held the format for like a good year and a half. But yeah, for those of you other card players out there, my Yu-Gi-Oh players, Teledad, that was when this thing was in its prime. Yes, that's right, Teledad with Malicious. I think it's Malicious. Don't, hey, you can roast me in the comments all you want, because I haven't picked up a Yu-Gi-Oh card in the last like 3 years. But yeah, anyways, Malicious into Teleport into I want to say Jester, and Synchro Summon, and then and then you have 3 in the discard pile. You bring out Darker Dragon, remove all 3, pop 3 things, and then at that point in time, if you haven't cleared the board, you're playing it wrong. But by that time the board is cleared, you're coming in for an attack, and your opponent's about to be like, oh, why am I playing this game? But yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's just a little history of my Yu-Gi-Oh days. But yeah, anyways, let's get into the reason why you guys are here. We're playing Gardevoir. So the main purpose of Gardevoir is Despair Ray. This is the Despair Ray version. There are other versions. There's the Brilliant Arrow version, or the mix-up. Some people do like half and half. This is pure Despair Ray. The point of Despair Ray is it does 110. That's its base hit, plus an additional 10 for every Pokemon you discard. You combo this with Skyfield. So Skyfield lets you have an additional 3 slots on your bench, so that's a total of 8. So if you're discarding 8 plus this, you're doing 190, which literally hits almost everything. If you add a choice band on there, you're doing 220. That knocks out everything in the format. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're hitting everything and it's going away. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's your main attacker. This is what you're swinging with. Now, the things that help out, this is just my version of it. It runs two Hoopas. You're running 2 Hoopas because you're trying to pull out any of your EXs. So you're trying to get the Gardevoirs. You're trying to get Shamans into your hand. You're trying to get Dragonites. The reason why Dragonite comes in really helpful, and you should always have one in your hand, one in your deck. When you swing, when you hit, all your stuff goes away. You have this and a Rescue Stretcher. You put them back into your deck. You're putting 3 cards back in your deck. You search it with Hoopa. Boom. You get those 3 EXs back onto the board. More than likely, you're going to get back Shamans and you're going to drop more. This deck runs heavy Shamans. I was at one point running 4, but I cut it down to 3 to make room for the Lele. So yeah, that's pretty much the point of the deck. You want to go through your deck as fast as possible, bring out stuff, put it on the bench, send them all away, and then swing for a lot with Mega Gardevoir Despair Ray, then bring them back with Dragonite and do it over again. That's pretty much how this deck plays out. Another thing that I found really useful, which a lot of people are playing now, is Malo. Malo is so handy. Search for 2 cards, put them on top of your deck. That comboed into a Shaman, perfect. You put 2 cards, Shaman, draw for 3, draw for 2, whatever you're drawing for, you're gonna get what you want. So yeah, so that helps out a lot. You also run double Lysander, because with this deck, because it's not hitting big numbers, you want to make sure that you're pulling what you want to hit. You want to pull up a Shaman. You want to hit something that already has some damage on it. Little stuff. Or if your opponent takes like turns to set up, if they're running stage 2s, this sets up by turn 2. By turn 2, you're hitting for a lot. Sometimes even if you go, like if you're going second, you can swing. It's really hard to do, but it's possible. Your energy count isn't a lot because you don't really need that many energies. For my version, I'm only running 7. And the reason why there's only 7 energies in here is because you're bringing them back with Mega Turbo. You also have a Super Rod in there just in case if you overextend and you need to get them back. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. This deck, it's a very, very fun deck. I love it a lot. And I honestly see this deck still being played and expanded. It sucks that we're losing Skyfield. I honestly wish that it was sticking around so we can still use it, but it's okay. We can still play this deck. It won't be doing that great, but maybe we'll get something Skyfield related or something, because this still is in the format. We still have the Despair Ray. We're losing a very good component to it, but it's okay. Yeah, that's pretty much how this deck is played. So there you guys have it. That's pretty much how to play the Despair Ray. It's a very simple deck. It's very fast. It's very in-your-face kind of deck. It's one of the decks that I picked up when I came back this season. I was playing this and I was playing Gyarados. I'm still playing Gyarados. I know, like, why? Because I like it. I actually might start playing the Despair Ray again because I like it. At the end of the day, guys, look, I'm going to tell you this straight out. Play something you like. It's not about winning, unless look, it's about winning like a good majority of the time, but at the end of the day, it's about having fun. Going out, enjoying yourself, having a good time. That's what it's about. If you're playing a really bad deck or you're playing a janky deck, it's cool. As long as you're enjoying yourself, if you get a win or two, hey, more power to you. But yeah, with that said, guys, that's pretty much it. If you guys need the deck list or you guys want the deck list from me, go ahead and hit me up on Instagram. I'm more than happy to send that out to you guys. I know a lot of you hit me up for the Metagross deck, and I was more than happy to send that out to you guys. So yeah, if you need a list for this, I have 2 versions of it, I think I have like 2 versions of it that I can send out to you guys, and I can send those out to you through Instagram. That's the only way I'm communicating with people at the moment. I know I have a Twitter, but it's just there, just hanging out. So yeah, with that said, guys, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to share the video just in case if anybody's trying to figure out how to play the Despair Ray, or maybe there's some kid at locals that's like playing the Despair Ray but they're not playing it correctly, and they just need that little extra like tips on how to play it correctly. Send them my way. I'll be more than happy to help them out. But yeah, anyways, with that said, guys, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. I almost forgot. The giveaway ends tonight. It ends at midnight. Make sure you guys are on that. I would feel kind of bad if some of you missed out on it because I didn't tell you enough, but yeah. I usually share it on Facebook, but Facebook apparently has restricted me from posting on groups until Monday, which sucks, but it is what it is. So yeah, with that said, guys, if you guys can share the video, that's even better, because I would like people to like have a chance to win that that gold via secret that I'm giving away. But yeah, now for reals, with that said, thank you guys, and this time I'll see you guys next time.